Hey guys, what's up? It's YoshiPilot. Today I'm going to be playing probably the worst version of Minecraft. Why? Well, because it's the version of Minecraft that Mojang doesn't want you to play. That's right, this version of Minecraft was deleted from the App Store a long time ago. It's the demo for Minecraft Pocket Edition. You can only re-download it on an iOS device if you downloaded it back in the day, which I did, of course. I'm an avid Minecraft gamer. Why would I not? So, thankfully, I have the app in my possession. If you want to play this and you didn't download it back in the day, then you'll have to play on Android. I think you can find the APK somewhere. So let's just jump into it. God, that old Mojang logo, you do not see that nowadays. Now, let's take a moment to appreciate this title screen. This type of title screen was what Minecraft Pocket Edition was for a long time until the 0.7 update. So, we're presented with four options: join game, start game, and options. Now, join game is for multiplayer. This game actually had a multiplayer mode. But the thing is, it doesn't work anymore. I've tried this so many times. I got two devices. I connected them to the same Wi-Fi network, and it just did. The other server didn't show up in the list. So if any of you guys got this working, please tell me because I don't know how. I don't know how. It said the server was visible. And see, this game is really laggy. Like that was real time. It took that long to get to the scanning for Wi-Fi games. So yeah, it had multiplayer, but it wasn't much. It was just Wi-Fi multiplayer, so no like online multiplayer, just local. Now, there's also options, but what happens if you want to buy now? Now, this should take me, if it works correctly, to the paid version of Minecraft on the App Store, but something tells me it won't. Alright, it opens up Safari and it tries to take me to phobos.apple.com.
One eternity later.
Yeah, I think we'll be here a while. Let's go back to the game. There's also some options, so let's check out these options. God, that's nostalgia. It's like the old iOS 6 options. Now, the default username is Stevie, but we can change it to whatever we want, so let's change it. Let's change it to YoshiPilot. Why not? Oh, yeah, I almost spelled that wrong. Oh, oops. Now you got server visible by default. That's for multiplayer, but it doesn't work. Please, if someone tells me how to get this to work, then please tell me. You have fancy graphics and lower graphics quality. I might try that later, see if I can get that working. Sensitivity, invert y-axis. I don't want to do that. Lefty, which inverts the controls and makes it so that the D-pad is on the right side. And split touch controls, which makes it so that there's a crosshair instead of you tap where you want to build or destroy. I like that better. It's a lot like Minecraft on PC. So I'm going to keep that on. Now when you start the game, you have creative mode or survival mode. Now you might notice there's no world select because that's kind of the demo part of it. You can't save any of your worlds. Let's start with creative mode. And we're in the game. So, along with being an obscure version of Minecraft, this is also a very weird version of Minecraft. So there's a few quirks in creative mode. Like, so here's the creative menu. This is the entire menu. I'm trying to scroll. There's no scrolling. You have you have some tools, some shears, which are absolutely useless in this mode. They're for sheep, but sheep don't spawn in creative mode, so they're absolutely useless. Torches, which are actually useful for the night. Doors, some building blocks. Gravel, which uses an old texture. That's kind of fun. Sand, wool, but not all the types of wool. You notice there's no orange wool, there's no light green wool, there's no pink wool. You only get a few select colors. Glass, stone stairs, but only stone stairs, no wood stairs. Bookshelves, a, a dandelion, but not a rose, and a cactus. So one thing that's actually fascinating about gravel in this game is that it doesn't fall. So let's test that out. Normally, this gravel right here should fall, but it's not. Now in the PC version, gravel and sand falling has been in the game since the very first version. If you go onto Minecraft Classic, the first version that had sand and gravel, they would fall. They didn't have an animation, they would just kind of teleport to the ground, but they would totally act kind of with gravity. But this doesn't at all, which is like wild. So another thing you might notice is that there's no clouds in the sky. That didn't get added for a while. Now you can fly. Although the thing is, when you're flying, when you try to fly, you can't go upward. You're stuck at the horizontal position you're at, so it's only useful for getting from one place to another. It's not useful at all for going upwards, which I find weird. Now you might notice that we came quite quickly to the edge of the world. That's because the worlds are small as heck. Now, here's another thing you don't see that often. The rose. The roses are blue for some reason in old versions of Minecraft Pocket Edition. Now this is double old because not only are blue roses not in any version of the game anymore, but no roses are in the game. They got replaced by poppies. And so I just find it so weird that they would make the roses blue. It's like, why not just change the texture to make them red? I don't know. And they stayed like this for a long time. Until like 0.7. And they made it so that in order to get red dye, you had to smelt mushrooms and there was no other way. It was so weird. Now here's the next thing that's weird about creative mode. Now everybody knows that in creative mode, you destroy blocks instantly. That's like the main point. But for whatever reason, it's not like that. You have to use the specific tool for the job. Like, for a shovel to destroy instantly, you have to use a shovel. But if you use a pickaxe, it's not. It has a little digging animation. But on a shovel, it's instantaneous. There's no digging animation. And the same thing goes for wood. If I try to destroy it with a shovel, it'll actually give me a pretty lengthy attack animation considering it's creative mode, but if I use an axe, it's instantaneous. Like I try and use an axe on the stone, doesn't work. I try to use the pickaxe on the stone, it's faster, but for some reason, on stone with a pickaxe, it still gives a little animation, when the other two objects don't act like that. That's so weird. It's like, I don't know why they would bother programming something like that into the game. It's like they had to deliberately add that. It's like, it would have been easier to just set every single block to instantly destroy it, and then it would have been more like the PC version. So I'm not sure why the heck they bothered to do that. Like, glass is destroyed instantly the same by every single every single tool. So it's weird. It's very weird. Now I stand corrected. I previously said that shears serve no purpose in this version in creative mode because there's no sheep, but I stand corrected. It's actually for destroying wool instantly. So it's actually a fourth tool for destroying a specific type of object if you're making like a pixel art out of wool. But with not too many colors, because not every color is in this. Alright, I think I've covered every single thing I wanted to show to you in creative mode. There isn't much to do. I mean, to be fair, it isn't bad because you can still create things. You can make a house. You can make pixel art with the wool. But it's so weird because there's just like little things that just nag at you as so weird. I'm going to now I'm going to switch to survival. So you might notice we have hearts, but there's so many stuff we have infinite of. Like, look, infinite wood, infinite brick, infinite wool, infinite torches, infinite doors, infinite ladders, and infinite for all of your tools. Now, one thing you might also notice that's missing. Crafting! It's Minecraft, and there's no crafting. And there's also no cave generation. So there isn't really much mining. Now, this game actually does have a day-night cycle. And it does have 3 mobs in it. Sheep, which are over here. I'm gonna see if I can harvest wool from this, because wool is infinite. No, no. The shears don't even work on sheep. Oh, there we go, okay. Shears do work on sheep. They drop wool, but they just get absorbed into the abyss. Because our inventory has no space for white wool. There's actually no white wool, there's only gray wool. That's so weird. But the sheep drop white wool. Oh, no, they drop gray wool. The sheep drop gray wool. This is so... Like, this game is wild. Just go in and just, like, test a bunch of stuff to see if it works. Because it's like, they have white sheep that drop gray wool that just get absorbed into your inventory because you have infinite of it anyway. It is so wild to me that this exists. Now, if you can excuse me, I'm going to try and find a pig. Ah, there's a little pig. Now, I'm not sure if the pigs actually drop anything, so let's see if they have any drops. That one didn't drop anything, but pigs have a possibility of dropping 0 pork chops, so I'll just try again. There is a chance that I just got unlucky, but I'm pretty sure pigs don't drop anything. So that means they are useless. They are a useless mob. Let me try again on you. Yeah, I guarantee pigs have no purpose because... Look. When I hurt myself, and it has the old noise, which is so good. When I hurt myself, it automatically regenerates, no matter what hunger I'm at, because there is no hunger. So I'm gonna hurt myself, and it'll automatically regenerate my health. Now, I'm gonna see if it's possible to mine in Minecraft. I know. It seems far-fetched, but iron does spawn in this, and we have a stone pickaxe. So, I'm gonna see if I can mine iron. Now here's a zombie. It's the only mob in the game. They're kind of overpowered. They deal 2 hearts per hit. Like, that's a lot. Thankfully, when you die, you don't lose much. Considering they give you infinite everything. Yeah, this is what the game looks like at night. No beds. Well, I think that's pretty obvious. There's no crafting. This is literally every single obtainable item in the game. I want to try something out. This is the third-person mode. You probably didn't think they even bothered to implement the third-person mode, but they did. There's also ice in this game. Who knew? I'll see if it's possible to see my character's face. Yes! Hey, there's my face! So it does use the new Steve model. I thought it might have used the old Steve model with the beard. That looks like a smile, but no, they're using the new Steve model. We got to see that without going into multiplayer with the third-person view. So that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. There's another zombie. I'm going to see if I can kill a zombie in third person. Yeah, they give you no sword, but I think the axe deals double damage compared to... Oh, hey, here's my wool structure. Yeah, Minecraft third person is never that good. But yeah, because zombies are the only mob, they spawn a lot. And they'll swarm you. That's what it looks like when you die. So last thing I want to do, I want to test out if I can see what the game looks like in fancy graphics mode. Alright. I'm going to wait patiently for the game to load all of the fancy graphics of Minecraft Pocket Edition Lite. You know, I just wanted to make this video because I want to document... Oh. I want to document what some of the old iOS apps before, what some of the old iOS apps that got removed from the App Store and I happen to have are like. I just wanted to show you guys. This is probably the one that'll get the most views, but I might do more. It looks like all Fancy Graphics does is make the trees have make the trees transparent. That's the word I'm looking for. That's Minecraft Pocket Edition Lite. It's a weird game. It is a weird, weird game. No mining, no crafting, just weird. It's like it has a lot of bizarre design decisions, like the old roses and the infinite resources and the gray wool from the sheep. So I just wanted to show this off. The only way you can play this game on iOS is if you already downloaded it and you have an old iOS device that's running iOS 10 or below. I'm doing this on a iPad mini, first generation. So if you have one of those, it'll work. But anything, any iPhone 5 or below will work. Any iPod 5 or below will work. And any iPad, I think iPad 2 or below and the first iPad mini will work to play this game if you downloaded it back in the day, but it is much easier to probably play it on Android. One thing I might try to do, I might try and get an Android emulator running and go through more old versions of Minecraft Pocket Edition, because I played Minecraft Pocket Edition a lot as a kid in the old versions. And I remember when they added stuff like diamonds and they added stuff like crafting and they added stuff like beds and armor and clouds. And so that'd be really cool to go through old versions of Minecraft Pocket Edition if I can find a way to do that. So if you want to do that, tell me down below. If you want me to go through more discontinued iPhone apps that I have, I'll be glad to. Thank you. Goodbye.